Hello, and welcome to Vintage Silicon. I'm your host today, but don't worry about me. This channel is for vintage technology, vintage computers, and all types of things of that kind of subject and whatnot. Today, we're going to start something big. Originally, I was going to start something small with one of my computers, but over time I had acquired more and more parts for this particular project that I am eager to get underway with. For those that don't know what this is a Hero-1, a Heathkit product that existed back in the early 80s to demonstrate robotics, and yeah, it was really cool. I always wanted one when I was younger. I never figured I'd get my hands on one, but couple months back I lucked out in a bid, and yeah. Now of course what you're seeing here isn't at all the full machine. I do have the arm attachment with it, as well as some of the plating, as well as even the wireless remote and the pendant for it. However, a lot of it is not in the best condition. I already have poked around the wireless remote a little bit to try to remove the battery from it and to try to clean it up, so that's already a project underway. However, the bigger project would be getting this cleaned up, making sure everything tests out fine, and to try to get this thing fully restored, try to get this thing running. It's a very interesting and somewhat daunting project, but I can't wait to get myself going on this. So, what you're seeing right now is more or less an introduction for what will become the logs. The first thing I'll probably do is take off some of the boards on here and start cleaning them with some alcohol and of course a toothbrush, and I'll try to see if any and all the connections are working well, try to see if the chips are good, make sure everything's seated well. And over time, just, see if everything works the way it should. If we're lucky and there are no real big problems down the line, we'll get this thing hooked up and powered on before you know it. I recently just got myself a Hero-1 charger right off of eBay. And yeah, I thought this thing was broken too, but the only thing that was really wrong with it was the power light on it is dead. So, while that's not a big concern, I will look into replacing the light in that too, just because why the hell not, So, yeah, but as you can see, there's definitely some restoration that needs to be done. Aside from the fact that it looks pretty dirty, I mean, really, just look at this thing. There are definitely some issues. That peg right there to the shoulder, or shaft, or whatever you want to call it, that's actually bent. Doesn't look like it on camera, but trust me, it's actually bent slightly. I don't think that's intentional. And yeah, that down there where the charger's at, that's not supposed to go that way. I'm missing some parts too. Not anything too vital as far as I know, but simple things such as the battery cover, some of the other plastic and metal shielding on the outside, and some screws that I'm sure I'll be able to easily just dig out of my piles and put together. So I'm not really too concerned about that, all things considering. I'm just more worried about some of the internal parts, and like I said, stuff like the peg or shaft or whatever hell you want to call it being bent. I'm sure I'm going to have to find a replacement shoulder motor for that, and that will probably not be easy or cheap, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. In the meantime, we'll start things off slow and we'll work our way up. If we're lucky, in a few weeks, maybe a few months, we might have a working system. I can't wait for that. Anyone watching? Well, we'll see what happens. But yeah. In any case, this is the start of the project. Welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy. Peace.